welcome to Directly to You. This is our second episode in a series of podcasts here on youtube.com/fanatixfour, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and other podcast services listed directly on our channel. This episode, as every episode, I am joined by my co-host AJ. What's up, buddy?
What's up? How you doing?
Man, so I'm good, bro. But what's up? What you been getting into? What have you been playing this week?
I've been playing a couple of games. We got some codes this week from different devs and stuff like that. I've been playing this game called well, first I played a little bit of how to draw a stick figure or something like that.
Yeah.
It's called it's Epic 2. That's how it was pitched to me.
Okay.
It's sent to me. You ever play Drawn to Life on the DS?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Well, it's basically like you draw a character and then you draw everything around the game to solve puzzles and stuff like that. Like, oh, this part of the world is messed up. You got to fill it in by drawing it and stuff like that. That's the game.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot into it because of the other things that I played shortly after. Okay. We also got sent a code for Overcooked. I already talked about that in the previous video. Yeah. But I was like, I'll jump into this again. This game's great. I already had it on Xbox One. So I'll play it a little bit on Switch.
So I'll play it again.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's better when you're playing it with people, which is the only like hang up that I have with the game is that I don't think it has online multiplayer, which is like
come on,
a huge knock. Like I like that game is so much fun when you're playing it with other people. That's
a big no nowadays. It's like, come on, man. Like,
yeah,
but I still think couch is very important though. Like, so it's like,
yeah, but it's just hard to get people together to do stuff like that. And
that is true.
It's even more hard when you have everybody together and you're like, okay, let's all play a game. And it's like, okay, what game do you want to play? Overcooked. You know, like most people are like, no, let's play Smash Bros. Let's play Mario Kart. Let's play Arms or something like that. You know,
I'd definitely be one of the Smash Brothers in that, and I'd definitely be in that ring.
Same. Like I'd be pulling out a Wii U right now. But yeah, Overcooked's real fun. I just wish it had online multiplayer. I would play it a lot more if it did.
I was gonna say.
And then the last thing was this. It's called Stickball. I think it's a dodgeball game. It's a dodgeball game.
Oh, you can never go wrong with dodgeball games.
Yeah,
never go wrong.
It's funny. It's a funny game. It's a good idea. I don't think that there even is a dodgeball game other than this game. So it's like the dodgeball game, I guess you can say. Cool premise. Surprised it took this long for somebody to do it.
I was gonna say like that should have been a thing. Speaking of games and just like indie games and things like that, I actually just bought Brawl Out, and I can give you my opinion on that if you want it. It's being a Smash Brothers veteran, I do not like this game. The mechanics that I've come to love in Smash Bros. It just feels like it's Smash Bros. Out there. It doesn't have the soul or there's certain things about it that's like just like the movement feels sluggish. The recoveries are weak. When you're hitting to the sky, you can't like, you know how like you can like recover from getting hit. You can't do that in this game. So it's like you get hit and it's like you just gotta roll with it. You just gotta roll with it to come back down. There's so many things. It just feels so. And then you got the generic characters. Obviously, we don't know like any of these guys. Like they're just like animals with like. They're like clothed in fighting gear and stuff like that.
They got the Hyperlight Drifter guy in that game.
Yeah, but that's like what? Like it's like it's the same thing with the whole Sony thing, but to a lesser level. It's like it's like I was looking at that game like what? I was like, who's Princess whatever the heck on the Sony? But now it's just like
Fat Princess.
Yeah, Fat Princess. Yeah, I was like, who's that? Now it's even more obscure. I'm like, I don't know, none of these these are all freaking made up specifically for this. I mean, besides like the two. The luchador, I forget his name, I can't remember.
From Guacamelee.
Yeah, Guacamelee or whatever.
Yeah, really.
Which I never heard of before.
I know who he is. I don't know what his name is though.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Shovel Knight in that game? I feel like Shovel Knight needs to be in that game.
He should, but he's not.
That's dumb.
Exactly.
Is Shantae in that game?
No, I haven't seen her.
That's also dumb.
have like a row of people haven't unlocked yet, so it's like I highly doubt.
Okay, so maybe one of those people are in the game, but I haven't played it yet. I reached out for a code. Hopefully we get that, because I do want to make content surrounding that game, especially since there's gonna there's you hear of Rivals of Aether?
No, huh?
It's another Smash Brothers clone. It's
really?
Like
Jesus.
Yeah. But this Smash Brothers clone is older. It came out on Xbox and Steam Early Access like last year, I think. We talked about it I talked about it in a TGN video a while ago. But yeah. So hopefully that happens, because I do want to make an updated like state of Smash Brothers sort of thing, you know, after your Smash Brothers video.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a good transition to talk about that.
Please,
Smash Brothers video.
Please do. So go ahead.
What's your thoughts on that post-release? What are you thinking?
There are a couple of things I wish I would have gotten into a little bit more. As far as like some comments I've seen, people were talking about the stages they would like to see in the game. Now that's a good point. The competitive play, that's another thing I wish I would have touched on. But yeah, it's like other than that, I feel like I went into well enough detail as far as like the things that were really like bugging me. Because overall, like obviously, the Wii U version is a great game. It's just those things that in particular that I was like, okay, these are the things that are lacking that I see. Like the single player is like, is just, you know, it's completely skippable, to be honest. And then then some of the things on the online play, I'm just like, okay, this can be vastly improved upon. As far as like the whole team match, how it has to be like a couch multiplayer thing I was talking about. Yeah, it'd be cool to have like I'm gonna invite you to this match. We're gonna like just 2v2 these people. That'd be cool. Other things like that. I think I got into like a lot of, I'm not gonna say arguments, but a lot of disagreements as far as like the skins thing. People are like, oh, people are like, oh, you know, I like Dark Pit. Yeah, I like Dark Pit.
My favorite character's a clone.
Yeah, I like not to like attack anybody in particular. But they're like,
I'm attacking you. I'm attacking you. Everybody that likes clones, 1v1 me, bro.
They're like, I like Dark Pit. I was like, I understand that, but I think they can do skins like the way, like Smite is a perfect example of a game that does skins really, really well. Like they take a character, they're like, okay, here's a skin, and even their ults change, the ultimate change in that game. Like,
I mean, the biggest thing for me is like people are kind of destroying their own defense in one foul swoop, where they're like, oh, I like the clones and all that other stuff. They don't take away time. They're not replacing a character, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so along those lines, why don't they just roll them into one character?
Exactly.
If it's that easy to make these characters and they're not adding that much development time or anything, like, put it in one slot. Like, don't clutter up the screen with all this nonsense.
Exactly. Like we got a couple of them. I was thinking, like the whole like the Koopa kids and the Alf, and we got a few.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I was like, man, we could have definitely seen some more, especially with like Dr. Mario and especially that's like it's like, man, he's, you know, it's obviously like a costume change. You guys played freaking Mario Odyssey.
It's a costume change, and also their moves are different. But again, that's not an unsurmountable thing. Like, it's possible to have costumes that have varying move sets. That's not some crazy coding thing that is like impossible. It's uncharted territory, you know. Like, they can easily do that. So I clutter up the screen with that. We gotta start from the ground up. This is too complex for us. This is too complex. We can't possibly make this a thing. But yeah, I feel as though I thought I tied everything up pretty good in that 9-minute video. It's crazy how quickly it turned into that though. I was just I was like writing it. I was like, I knew I could go on about this series. Like, I was surprised it took me so long to actually cover that. I was like, man, that should have been like a freaking week 2 ever, like a video. But I was like, you know. I think my only like real hang up with your video, and I mean just conversations that we've had in general, it's not necessarily like a thing of like, I don't like this, but just I disagree with the need for Smash 5. I don't think you need Smash 5, especially like immediately.
Right.
I think we need Smash Brothers ASAP because that's definitely like a tentpole game.
Yeah.
But I think they could easily do everything and more with like what you said of like online co-op matches and like new characters and adding the clones into like single character slots and stuff like that. Like, all that could be done in Smash 4 on Switch. And it's the one thing I want to kind of call him out. I think it was Dev Bird.
Right. Yeah.
He's a regular commenter. Again, it's all fun and games, you know. Like I'm not really like trying to insult you or anything, but it's something he said that I face palmed on was like he was like, well, it's called Smash Brothers for Wii U and Nintendo Switch.
I've seen that.
And I'm like, what, like how, you know how simple it is to just be like Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch, and then that's just it. You know, like they could easily be like, all right, let's take the content from the 3DS version, let's take the content from the Wii U version, let's smash it all together, let's add 2 to 3 more characters, let's tweak some of the modes, you know, like stuff like that. Like it's
exactly.
They could do that, and it would be fine. You know, you know, like it's like at that point it would basically be a Smash 5. It just they wouldn't change the mechanics. But again, I don't think that they need to change the mechanics because the mechanics are super solid in Smash 4. Like I think Smash 4 is the best Smash Brothers game.
Oh yeah. On a mechanics level, like as far as like how the game plays, it's fantastic. I don't have any gripes with it. It just those certain things that can be tweaked, obviously, like you said. As far as I'm not gonna say we necessarily need like it's like, but I definitely would like to see a Smash 5. I feel like Smash 4
I think Smash 5 would be good to have, and obviously we'll get it eventually.
Right.
But I don't think that we need that in 2018.
Not yet.
I think the sooner we can get a Smash Brothers, the better. But I think a Smash 5 needs like going back to the drawing board. What does Smash Brothers need fundamentally? Like what are mechanical changes that we need to make? And that sort of thing needs like retrospective, like looking back on what have we done, you know. And Sakurai barely wants to make the game as is. They're not going to make him make a whole nother game with all new like tweaks to mechanics that soon, you know.
Yeah, we've seen as far as like the Switch is doing superb. It's like, you know, everything that was like great on the Switch. I mean, great on the Wii U. You know, aside from Smash Bros, we got Mario Kart, we got Splatoon, you know, we got the Zelda, so it's like now they can take that time and to make especially since we got Pokemon on the way, which leads into another discussion about your Pokemon video. So post release, just like you did, like what do you think? Like how's your how do you feel as far as like do you feel like you could have added more to it, like the reception so far? Like just give me the overall view like now.
As far as like the reception of like comments and stuff like that, I'm actually surprised. Like I thought that the immediate reactions would be more in line with like the fact that like a lot of people don't want the things that I want, you know? Like a lot of people were like, just give me Pokemon again, but put it on Switch.
Right.
Do exactly what you did last time.
Right.
And put it on Switch. And I'm like, I don't want that. Some people were even like I said in the video, like on the 3DS, like they're like, oh, release it on 3DS. I'm like, no, don't do that. That's dumb. The 3DS is old. I'm sorry that the Switch costs money and it's expensive, but don't hold the game back because of that.
Yeah, exactly. Like we've seen that for Smash before. It's like the 3DS is you know it's fantastic.
The 3DS has been holding games back since the 3DS was still relevant, and now that it's not, it's like we gotta kill it. Because we couldn't have like Ice Climbers in 3DS and Smash Brothers because of the 3DS version. Like, come on, we need like, yes, the 3DS is fantastic and it has an incredible library. Like now, yes, the first year of the Switch was fantastic. We need to continue that. We need to focus on the Switch. And yeah, I completely agree. It's like, no, we don't need a shared
Pokemon release at all.
All I'm saying is let the Switch go to the prom dance by itself.
Yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
need the freaking college junior tagging along and saying like, oh, I could still, like I could still hang with the high school.
I still got it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, no, get out of here. You graduated. Get your life together. Do something else.
Exactly.
But what are your thoughts on that topic? What do you want for Pokemon on Switch?
No, honestly, I can't even fall. I think you pretty much covered the bases. I think it is time for a ground up. This is going to be a huge step. We're finally getting a Pokemon game, like an actual Pokemon, like from Game Freak on the Switch. This is major. It's like this can't be a like Pokemon Coliseum type of thing. This has to be something that's like they need to rework this and make it like add these implementations in it and make it feel like more like the show. I would love the anime style cartoony type Pokemon experience for the Switch. I think that'd be fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like this would be great.
What do you think about the competitive thing? Like people being like, well, what about competitive players?
I just feel like it's just like you'll be able to, you can find like a competitive way to do it, like in anything, in any way. It's always going to be there. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's not like a thing. It's like these changes aren't going to all of a sudden make it impossible to be, it's like, it's not like, now it doesn't exist anymore. Like, no, now we can't be competitive. It's like, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be just that you got to, when things change, you got to adjust. You just got to learn how to adjust.
I think the biggest thing for me is like, I'm more on that side of like, and like I talk to you about Pokemon at a time where it's like, oh yeah, and you EV train by doing this, and IVs is this, and you breathe like that, and blah blah. I'm more on that side than anything, but I don't agree with the notion that we should just keep it that way and make small, tiny changes for the sake of competitive play, because not everybody does that. I'd say the bulk of Pokemon players aren't competitive players and have no interest in becoming that. So we need to be making
myself included.
Exactly. So we need to be making the game for, first and foremost, those people, like,
right.
And competitive players can come after that,
Yeah, exactly.
Either
like you
form a new competitive scene with the new mechanics and do a melee style like spin off, and like you got still play a 15-year-old game because you can't move on with your lives. Or like that sort of thing.
Yeah, you can't, and that goes into like you can't like hold it to that. Like, okay, let's hold the series back in a sense in order to appease this group of people. Like you want it to expand. You want to draw in more people,
and then a small group of people. And it's like a lot of people use the defense of like, oh well, they're the hard. Like no, like the competitive players, they're hardcore in the sense that, like, yeah, they're always going to buy Pokemon and stuff like that, as long as it's competitive, blah, blah, blah. But they're not the biggest, like, even the casual fans that just like playing through the story and collecting all the Pokemon and stuff like that, they buy every game too.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
What is, like, why are we appeasing one small section that always buys the game when there's millions and millions of more people that want the game to change?
Yeah, exactly.
Want the game to improve?
Yeah, if you think that millions of people are all like, oh, I'm an EV train, get my stats. Like, no, it's not like that. You know, it's
exactly.
like
Most people don't even know what an EV is.
Exactly. This is like you can't expect. Like I said, you can't expect them to hold something back just for this group of people. Like, okay, all right, we're not going to press forward because, like you said, like Melee would be Smash would still be Melee if that was the case. And people are still playing that to this day.
You know what?
Like
in the comments. I know this is probably going to be skewed because, like, you got to be pretty hardcore to be watching a video game YouTube channel, but in the comments, let me know, how many Pokemon do you have that are completely IV and EV trained by you?
Oh boy, that's an interesting question to pose to people. I don't feel like for me personally, I just don't. I don't like. I'm one of the people that don't touch that. I just don't do it. A friend of ours, Isaac, I know he did that a lot. He would go crazy with that.
I mean, honestly, I think you would like it just because, I mean, I think you would probably like it more than I do because you're into like system heavy RPGs and stuff like that. I think you would like it a lot. It's just a matter of like, it's hard to jump into because you aren't already into it, you know? But I think that if you sat down and put the time into it, you would like it. But that's beside the point. Hopefully you don't have to. Hopefully it's not that, you know. I want it to change. I don't want it to. I don't necessarily think that it has to like be from the ground up, like take all that stuff away. I just think that either add complexities or completely change it. You know, like, right. Add on to it without completely killing the thing. I feel like people are just trying to hold on to as many like of their team comps as they possibly can. You know, and that's lazy. Like you're not good at the game if all you got to do, all you try to do is find one team that works and hold on to that for dear life. Like,
exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, it's just like anything in life. You know, you gotta adapt and roll with it. You know, it's like you gotta just change up every once in a while on as far as certain things are concerned. So you gotta, you know, learn how to evolve.
But moving on. Speaking of evolving.
Oh my god. these golden segues. Go ahead.
Exactly. Today there was a Nintendo Direct.
Oh boy.
And stuff happened. You know, there's a Nintendo Direct that was highly anticipated. Everybody wanted it. Everybody's happy. Nobody's upset. Everybody. The 10 out of 10 Direct. Everybody loves it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
No, but what do you think of the Direct?
I thought it was good. There's definitely some points that I was more excited for than others. You already know what can I share with the people what the game that I'm really excited for from the Direct. When I saw Mario Tennis, I was like, man, I'm done. I was like, that's all I needed. I was like, Mario Tennis for the Switch. I said, I'm there. And they added a story mode this time. I was like, okay, this right here is going to be, I was hyped for that. Also like the, what was it? The, I like how they're porting over Dark Souls. I thought that was nice. That's cool. A lot of people are mad about that though. They're like, you know, they're mad at how like, they're like, oh, you know, why is this coming out? Why is it, you know?
We'll get it. We'll get into that a little bit.
It's just like,
so I'm going to run through it and then we'll pick it and say like, oh yeah, this was something I was really hyped about. So I'm pulling this from Nintendo's press release. So we're going to run through it in that order. I wanted to run through it chronologically, but that's a lot of work and we don't have time for that right now. So the first thing that they have listed here, Dark Souls Remastered. What do you think of that?
I think it's cool. Personally, you know, I wasn't into the original Dark Souls series, but I think it'd be something I'd probably pick up and try out. You know, I think it'd be cool.
Same for me, the Dark Souls Remastered, that is easily the best announcement here, just because like I've really loved Bloodborne like a lot. And I always wanted to like try to get into Dark Souls, and playing it on Switch is the like anything, you know, like that's right. Anything that I even have a modicum of interest in. The second it's on Switch, I'm playing it. You know,
yeah.
It's so much.
It's just convenience. It's just the added convenience, and then just the like. Because when I look at something for the Switch, I don't even think about the TV mode. That like my mind goes to put know the you know, sit back, you know, with the on portable mode, and I'm sure you're the same way. So exactly when I seen that, I was like, okay, all right, that's pretty interesting. I might this might be something I have to pick up. Which makes us seem bad. It's like, oh, you guys only care about things that come to the Switch and Nintendo stuff. But I mean, it does have a. You know, it does make a world of difference. It really does. Yeah, you know,
it's definitely a thing of like. If I had the choice, you know, for everything to come to Switch, I would play literally everything on Switch. Just because, like, I'm not a huge graphics guy. Like, I don't really care about that. I want it to be convenient. And, right. Hey, you know, like, if PlayStation and Xbox want to do with PlayStation and Xbox usually doing something popular and completely rip it off, I'm all for that too. Then I'll play more games on them, you know? Yeah, but that, I mean, that's the reason. Like, a lot of people are going to feel like hearing that, like, oh, you guys are just Nintendo fanboys. Like, no, we have the other consoles. It's just, there's a tangible reason for why to play it on Switch. that is different from the tangible reason to play it on those platforms. We don't care as much about graphics. So the thing that we do care about is taken care of on Switch, whereas it's not on Xbox and PlayStation 4. The only time that PlayStation 4 Xbox come into play is, okay, do most of my friends that are going to get this game have it on that platform? And like, because again, like, we never really consider graphics. Like, oh, it's going to look better on PlayStation.
Right. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly. I'm not really. I'm not a stickler about it. I'm like, oh, this is. I got to see every hair follicle on this.
Yeah, it's like, this version is 900p and this one is 10. I don't really care about that.
Exactly.
So next game, Mario Tennis Aces. You already got into that, so I guess I'll give my piece.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not like, I like those games. The only like Mario sports game that I put a ton of time into is Mario Baseball, like the first one, and Mario Strikers on the
Oh my
GameCube.
God, if they would have said Mario Strikers, I would have passed out in my seat. Like, what? I'd have been done. I'd have been so done. They would have said that. I'm like, what the heck is that? Oh my God.
So yeah, I'll play it, but I can't see myself making a video about Mario Tennis.
Right. Okay. Yeah. If you guys are hearing that right, Fanatics, he's not going to make a video about it. He's just going to get beat by me in Mario Tennis. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, sure. Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. This game is excellent. Like, this game is one of the top 10, probably top 5 games on Wii U. Yes.
Oh wow. Well, as far as I go, I'm pick this up. Just because I didn't on Wii U. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I skipped out on it this time, but for the Switch, I just want to have a lot of I just want to have a lot of crap for my Switch. So this right here, I'm definitely I'll pick this one up.
Okay, next, Kirby Star Allies.
I'm excited for this. I don't have enough. I can't remember last time I bought a Kirby game. I think it was may have been Kirby Star Riders, which is crazy. But
what?
It's long ass time. Yeah, long time ago. So yes, like this.
Are you talking about? You said Kirby Air Ride? You mean?
Yeah. What I say?
You said like Star Riders. Or
yeah, Kirby Air Ride. Yeah, that was the last game I bought for Kirby.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
last
I know.
game I bought was Return to Dreamland on the Wii. That game's fine. I think Star Allies is more along the lines of that game, obviously, than Air Ride. So I know I'm going to get this game. I might make a video about this game.
Oh yeah, you should. You should. We have no Kirby content on our channel.
Yeah, I don't think we ever talked about Kirby.
Never.
I think I mentioned Kirby once ever on YouTube.
Yeah, I think twice. I think I might have had him like on a list video, but yeah, that's about it. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Version. What do you think about that?
I think you skipped the game, but we can talk about that. we can talk about this first. Hyrule Warriors Definitive. I mean, you did.
I know.
Definitive Edition. I don't know. I'm just not into Musou games. The Warriors and Dynasty Warrior and Fire. And I was gonna get Fire Emblem Warriors, but that was like right next to Mario Odyssey. So like, what? Like, are you crazy?
Yeah,
I'm not playing that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it up if the release month is light. Maybe I'll pick it up. But this is probably a pass for me. What about you?
Yeah, same. I'm the same way as far as like the any Warriors type of title. I'm not excited about. Hence why I have not picked up Fire Emblem Warriors. I think I might have had Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U, and I don't even think I bought that for myself. I think that might have been a gift. I faintly remember that. Yeah, so I'm in the same boat. It's like, I just don't see the.
I remember when you had it on Wii U, and like we were going to play it, like we were going to play through it in co-op, and we turned it on once, and I don't even remember we played. Like there was like a cutscene, and it's like, do we really want to play this? And then we just like turned on Smash Brothers or something.
Because it's like I think the whole thing of like I don't like fighting a bunch of fodder, like a horde of enemies. I don't think that's appealing. That's not appealing to me. Like, the group of and I think we really, we turn that on, we're like, man, this could be an actual Zelda game, which we ended up getting. But that was like, we were just depressed at the time. Like, oh my God, this is.
Like, this is giving me Breath of the Wild, even though we didn't even know it was called that.
Yeah.
But this is giving me Breath of the Wild pains.
Exactly.
But the game you skip, The World Ends With You.
Oh, man. I'm going to get this because.
I'm getting it too. You know why? Because I never played the first one.
Exactly. Exactly. This is actually.
You never played the first one either?
No, I never did. This is actually a. I'm not sure if you remember, but Kingdom Hearts 2, this character actually makes an appearance in that. Spoiler alert for. I mean, not really spoiler alert. I don't think.
Wait.
No, not Kingdom Hearts 2. It was Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, you mean this character makes an appearance
the main character.
Game.
Yeah, he makes an appearance in that game. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is where he comes from. I was like, all right, sweet. So yeah, that's the guy.
I mean, I already knew that. He just looks cool.
You know? Yeah, he does look. Yeah.
So cool, I mean, that's the main, and I hear a lot of good things about that game. So I'll get it. I'll play it. But yeah, I mean, that's about all I have to say about that game.
Yeah. by the way, in the comments, guys, you guys are included in this conversation we're having. What game, like, of any of the games we talked about?
Let us know what you think about these games.
Yeah, like, are you getting any of these, or are you just like passing on them?
Yeah, let us know which ones you're getting, why you're getting it. Let us know which ones you're not getting, and say, spell out a fart noise somehow. The ones you're not getting.
I agree. Like Dookie. All right, bro. What other game you got? What you got next?
SNK Heroines. Cool. You know, like we're pretty big on fighting games, so maybe. But I feel like Fighters is going to take up this slot for us. Definitely. Share.
Definitely.
So I don't know.
Definitely. Oh, I meant to ask you about that. Speaking of Fighters, as far as that game's concerned, I've been hearing, now it might be just a rumor, but as far I heard that I guess we're getting that sometime for the Switch, like in fall, something like that. Like it's come to come later.
I mean, I don't know. There's no like concrete thing about that. I mean, there's always going to be rumors.
Yeah,
there's rumors that we would get the Fire Emblem in this, like in this direct and stuff like that. And I mean, there might be like weight to it, which I guess we can talk about at the end of like this discussion of like what happened in the direct. We'll go into that more. So I don't know how to say this one. The is 8. I don't know how to say it. It's YS8.
Oh, Yeast 8. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll pick it up. I played a YS game before on my Vita. My Vita.
On your what?
Well, legend has it there's a console called a Vita a long time ago. PS Vita.
Sounds like a tropical drink.
But yeah, I play one of the RPGs on there. It's like I'm not sure. Got in the comments like are the games related in any way, or are they separate games? I'm not sure. I know like the main character, I forget what's his name, Alpha, whatever, something like that. I don't know, but I think it'd be a cool RPG to have for the Switch. I might pick it up. What about you?
I think his name in this game is Adol.
Yeah, Adol. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. That's what it is. Yeah.
Considering I didn't know how to pronounce this game's name, I think I'm gonna have to pass on
it. That's my first tier. He said if I can't pronounce it, I'm not getting it. No,
can I say it? Nope. Okay, can't get it. Next game, Payday 2.
Let's pass.
I think I'm probably gonna get this. It seems like it'll be a good game to play with people. And since you won't play it with me, I'll play it with Bob.
I don't know. It just didn't hook me. Maybe I got to see you play it. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I think I'll give this a try. I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. It's like, man, I had that kind of.
I don't think you understand how this works. You're not invited to this party now. I'm gonna play it with Bob. And if Bob doesn't play it, I'm playing it with Will.
Oh shoot! He said, no. We got
next game.
Break it down.
Fee 5 4.
That's Faye. So, but you definitely getting this game. I talked about it in the video.
We're supposed to hate EA. We can't like this game. We're supposed to hate EA and everything they stand for. So we can't get it on principle. The game's canceled.
You know you like this game. This game looks so cool.
It looks like a cool game.
Yeah, I talked about it in the video. Go watch it.
I'll get it and then I'll but I'll get it used. EA, send me a code.
Yeah, music. Take me through the different parts of the forest, and just the art style looks interesting to me. I enjoyed how that looked too. I was like, man, this looks so different. It kind of reminded me in a weird way. You remember the game? What was it, Okami or something like that for the PS2? It like a weird like kind of way.
There's
like
an HD remake for that on current gen.
Yeah, it's just
for Switch because they're stupid.
Yeah, they're retarded. But yeah, it just reminded me of that, like that whole art style, and just like it's unique.
It's not a nice word. This
game will live. This game will live well. Like it'll age well. This game, I just.
Unless nobody buys it because they hate EA. Okay, next game, Celeste.
I
don't really. I mean, I hear a lot of people talking about that game. Like they're like, oh, I played this game back at insert trade show, like different journalists and stuff like that. So it sounds like they like it. I'll try it. Again, send me a code. It comes out January 25th. I'm about to send some emails. Anyway, so on to like the little updates and stuff like that. We got a game update announcement for Super Mario Odyssey. Where Luigi once again is delegated to being a NPC prop.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have liked to see Luigi get a better role, but I mean, at least he's there. I mean, that's cool. That's cool seeing Luigi. He can just walk past him and see the balloon holder and hide the balloon and find the balloon. I think it's cool. It's a little neat. Add on.
I still need the 100% Mario Odyssey. So
I'm nowhere close to that, but I think it's cool.
I have like 500 and something moons.
Oh my god, I'm way back. I'm not even. I think I'm still in the hundreds, to be honest. I maybe hit 200. I'm not even sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm way back there.
Wait, you beat it, right?
Yeah, I beat it. Yeah.
Okay, so that you had to be like around like 120 at the very least. 121. I don't know. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle DLC. I don't care even a little bit.
Yeah. No, I'm not interested in that.
Moving on.
I played it once. I mean, I played it once. I mean, I could see where I just haven't picked it up, but it looks pretty interesting. And for everybody that has the game, enjoy Donkey Kong. That's cool. Yeah.
No, it's not cool. You suck and you're stupid. Anyway, move on. Pokemon Tournament DX Battle Pack. The Battle Pack? Okay, never mind. I started their sentence. I was about to get very angry at Nintendo. Anyway,
new Pokemon, yeah.
We totally didn't say that was going to happen.
New Pokemon.
We never thought that they were going to be DLC. We didn't make 2 videos about that.
Exactly.
Well, only one of them are live. So one video as far as most of you know. But yeah, good, cool.
Yeah,
I want more. Give me more DLC. Blastoise was the only one I cared about.
Yeah, Blastoise
Slash is interesting, but like
Blastoise is weird to me because like that's the thing where it's like, how do you not have him originally? But so it's like, I mean, but it's cool. It's cool though.
I can understand why they didn't have him originally because like they didn't have Venusaur, and mostly because Venusaur is weird.
That's disgusting though. That should be like, you need, if you're gonna have, of course they had Charizard. It's like everybody
if
like.
If they didn't have Charizard, I would boycott the game.
Like Charizard's like, it's almost like yeah, exactly. Like that's the reason why they had him. It's like people love Charizard so much, and so of course, so, that was a given. But I feel like Blastoise is like, he's not at Charizard's level, but he's like he's up there. Blastoise is pretty cool.
I think some people probably, I mean, mostly because it's like nostalgia, stupid crap. I hate that word because so many people. Anyway, but yeah, there's probably a lot of people that like Blastoise.
You're talking to one of them right now,
and they're all stupid. So moving on, demos. Kirby Battle Royale, because 3DS apparently still exists. Moving on, Dragon Quest Builders.
Oh my god.
Demo is on the Switch eShop.
Oh, you mean Dragon Quest Minecraft? Nobody cares about that. I want Dragon Quest 11 for the Switch. That's all I care about.
That's already confirmed. So
I need that tomorrow.
Yeah. So all in all, I think the Direct was good, just because of like the isolated announcements that I cared about. Freaking Payday 2 was pretty cool, even though, I mean, we already knew, but we finally got a date for that. Don't care about Hyrule. The world ends with you is a big thing for everybody. Kirby Star Allies, I mean, that was kind of a given, so I didn't really have to hear about that. Donkey Kong Country was a cool surprise. I did not honestly expect that.
I kind of want to like to hear about. I mean, Donkey Kong's nice. I do enjoy obviously Mario Tennis. Kirby's nice. The World Ends With You. I'm definitely picking that up as well. I would like to see a little bit more about Yoshi. I would like to see that.
Where was that at? I was surprised that was.
Yeah, I would like to see that because it seemed like those were like going hand in hand for a while. The Kirby and the Yoshi. I was like, that kind of got pushed back. I mean, I guess we'll see something later on in next quarter.
Yoshi's cursed because Yoshi Woolly World was pushed back too.
Yeah, true. I feel like next quarter we'll see something about that. It'll be like, okay, this director, here's Yoshi, and they'll get more. Like maybe he'll get his own direct. I hope not, but
that'd be stupid. I hope not. I talked about that in the video plug. But easily for me, most exciting announcement is Dark Souls Remastered. I'm pumped for that. I'll 100% be playing that day one. But aside from that, there's a lot of ports in this list, Logan.
Oh man, so ports are horrible.
We're going to talk about ports. Ports are the worst thing that can ever happen to a console because we all have time to play every game ever the second that it comes out. We all have every console ever.
Yeah, that
and
right
so
there.
Does everybody else.
Ports are not a bad thing. Everybody needs to calm down. Like there's a lot of games that I want to be ported that haven't been confirmed yet. Like I would love to see a Star Fox Zero port. Like where's that at? Like give me that. Like next week. Yeah, I think people I feel
like people are selectively upset about ports, you know, because like before, when we first heard of the Switch's like launch lineup, they're like, "Oh, the PlayStation 4's launch lineup was so much better." Blah blah. But the majority of its lineup were ports. But because it's on the PlayStation 4, it's like, "Oh, cool, I'll do that." Like, "Oh, The Last of Us, that's a great game. I'll play that on PlayStation 4." Nobody was complaining about that, you know. Because it's a great game and everybody should be able to play it. Not everybody had a PlayStation 3. Some people had Xbox 360. And it's the same thing for this. Like, I even had Wii U and there's plenty of games on here that I didn't get enough time with or played at all. You know?
I don't get the argument in that if it was a good game originally. Like, if it was a good game and you enjoyed it and, you know, they're bringing it on to the next console, why are you mad at that? Like, from what you were talking about Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, like, you sound like you really enjoyed that game for the Wii U, like, and they're bringing it over to the Switch. So why?
You never touched it.
Exactly.
So it's the perfect, and you own the Wii U. And so if people in this small subsect of the world, very small, the 13 million people that owned a Wii U out of the 7 billion people on this planet, owned a Wii U or had the chance to buy this. Even if everybody that owned a Wii U bought Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which they did not, it's still worth porting just for the hundreds of millions of people that never even thought about buying that game.
You get to appease two different types of people. It's like the people who enjoyed it the first time around, people who never touched it before. So it's like I don't see why people would be opposed to that. That's weird to me. Just like one of the biggest games that's like Mario Kart, you know, that got granted there's more to it, you know, but it's still Mario Kart 8, you know.
There's more to everything else on this list. Like they don't just straight up port everything. They're adding more to it. But even if they did just straight up port it, just the fact that it's on a portable console now is more than enough for me. Most people doubled when it was a thing of like, oh man, I hope we get a 3DS version of this game, a 2DS or regular DS or Game Boy Advance and stuff like that. Nobody was like, oh man, I hate the fact that they ported Lego Star Wars to Game Boy Advance. You know, people were excited about that too, because not everybody had a home console, and not everybody wanted to play every game on the home console. Sometimes you want to play a game on the bus, and Switch gives you the option to play all of them.
Exactly, bus, and that's the thing about it. It's like, yes, it's like the things that the Switch can do for the game. There's so many different ways to play that are introduced just from this new hardware. Why are you mad about like your game getting ported over to this console? It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it.
The only argument that if it had any like truth to it, which it does not, and like you're not thinking if you legitimately think this, is people thinking that this takes away the ability to get new games. What they're not understanding is porting takes a portion, like a percentage of the talent necessary to make a new game. Like they're putting D teams on ports. They're like, oh, you're just now learning how to make games. You're just getting out of college, We're not putting you on the next Mario game. You're porting the last one from 2 generations ago. Like they're not putting their top talent on ports. So if anything, all ports do is give you more.
Right. It's not like it's an additive thing. It's not like a Star Fox Zero port is going to stop a Star Fox from being made onto the Switch, which they definitely need to do.
Miyamoto isn't sitting there being like, oh man, do we work on a new Donkey Kong game, or do we do the port?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's both. It's like, okay, well, we're going to work on this Donkey Kong game, but to hold people over while we do this long development process, let's port over the other one and make sure that it's fresh in their memory.
Yeah, I fail to see a negative here. I think people are just so they're like, we want to see new stuff. Don't port over stuff. And I can see if they're porting over garbage, then they'd be like, okay, then what are you doing? But I mean, it wouldn't even be an argument of like me hating ports in general. It's just like, port over good games. I have no problem with ports at all.
For me, in summary, we could end it off here, unless you have another thing to add after I say that. It's selfish to be mad at ports, because all you're saying, because again, nobody hates every port ever. There's a port that would please you. Like, even if you're complaining about ports at home, there's a port that if they put it on Switch or whatever your console of choice is, you would be excited. Rightfully so. The people that are complaining about ports are complaining because they didn't get the game that they wanted on the platform that they wanted, not because it doesn't make any sense to port a game, or you're just looking for something to try to like downplay another console that you don't want to fanboy over. So whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly, and yeah, we can go on from that. Just end it there.
Yeah. So next topic, the last little mini topic. What do you have on your Switch, Logan?
What do I have on my Switch? I have I Am Setsuna. I have Mario Odyssey. I have. Let me get my Switch real quick, because I have a few that
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to run through mine because I have my Switch in my hand because I'm prepared and professional. I have Mario Odyssey. I have Overcooked. I have the Draw and Stickman Epic 2. That's what that game is called.
Right.
I have Stickbold, a Dodgeball Adventure Deluxe. I have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Who heard of that game?
Oh, that's very obscure. I don't even know what that is.
That little chestnut. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Woody Tree Adventure. I can't vouch for that game. I didn't even really play it. I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That indie title. Ukulele. that literal indie title. Caveman Warriors. You see, I'm getting. That's a lot of indie devs sending me stuff. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Splatoon 2, ARMS, Pokémon Tournament Deluxe, Rocket League, Dimension Drive, which is actually like a legitimately dope indie game that they sent me. You should try it. We should try to get you a code for it too. It's dope.
Definitely.
Worms, WMD, Worms Armageddon. You ever heard of it? It's cool.
Worms is dope.
Doom, great game. Talked about it in a video somewhere. Go watch it. Stardew Valley, also talked about that in a video. Go watch it. SteamWorld Dig 2, we talked about that in a video. Go watch it. Sniffer Clips, also same thing for Puyo Puyo. We talked about that in a couple videos. I think I talked about it in the podcast. That's why I talked about it. Sonic Forces, don't play it. Aces of the Luftwaffe Squadron.
Can't say it.
Rise.
Don't play it.
Yeah, exactly. Sonic Mania and 1-2 Switch.
My list is
favorite game out of those is Mario Odyssey.
Favorite game out of mine is Mario Odyssey as well. My list is not nearly as extensive as that. Like I said, Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We obviously that's a classic. Brawl Out, which I just talked about earlier. Nothing to write home about, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. That's behind Brawl Out.
Sonic Mania.
Send me a code.
Yeah, Sonic Mania. We all know that's a really great Sonic game.
10 out of 10. Best Sonic game.
A shame the momentum was killed. Going on last year. I have The Bridge, which is an indie game. Cool little puzzler. I like it. It's pretty.
You're talking about Portal Bridge,
right? Yeah. Cool little puzzle. I like that. Splatoon 2. Who's ever heard of Splatoon 2? Is kind of a bad shooter. Don't really like it that much. We also have I Am Setsuna here as well, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, my list is not as extensive as yours are.
Logan's the casual.
I gotta get on those indie devs.
You gotta start sending emails.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that does it for that. So we could transition into the topic for the people, the Q&A. The most important topic.
Exactly. Have you feel included?
So, first question comes from the very loyal and important to our community, Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Created our Discord.
Make sure,
if you're not in our Discord,
join that, please.
And join it, because you get priority on questions most times, because that's where we have a dedicated room, and you could just drop questions in, and then we go in there when we're looking for questions, and then we pull your question in and we answer it.
Plus, on top of that, you can talk to us, and we can talk to you and play games with you, and like Splatoon, we can hop in a room, whatever you want to play. We'll, if we have it,
we'll play Splatoon, the game that Logan just crapped all over. Sure.
Oh my god. But
so back to Yoshi.
Yeah.
His question is future of fanatixfour, at least in 2018. So what are your plans? What do you have planned? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish?
Man, I can summarize that in one word: growth. Just have the channel grow more, build the community. Because every time we do, it kicks off the dopamine in my brain. It makes me feel good. So that's what I want. And have it be a sustaining thing where it's like, we can do this full time. That's the goal for this year. I think we'll hit. I have a number in my head as far as sub count where I want to be at December 31st, 2018. So everything's looking up, and I'm excited for this year. What about you, bro?
I have a number, and I actually I quantified this and wrote it in a comment to a friend of the show, Brooks Eagleston, on his upload for today.
Right.
Character Forge. Everybody go look up Character Design Forge. Go subscribe. Anyway, his video today was about setting goals. And the goal that I said that I wanted for the channel specifically was I wanted to do graphics, more motion graphics and stuff like that. I want to learn how to do that on After Effects. But as far as like growth and that sort of thing, I want to hit 10,000 subscribers by March. I want to hit 25,000 by the end of the year. I want to make this includes everything that we do on this channel, videos that I do with Bob from Wolfden or Will, if Will ever decides that he likes me again.
What's going on with that? Huh? What's going on with that Will situation? What's going on with that Will situation? Is that like just a
I don't know. Will hates us apparently. But I want to do 150 videos all together. So, including a podcast and stuff like that, that already accounts for like a good 90 of those. So I want to do and then the weekly things with Bob, that's already like 130 something. So just being on time with everything and doing the stuff that I usually do anyway, that'll get me pretty close to that. But I want to also reach out and do more stuff with more people.
Now you got to make it 151 like the original Pokemon. You got to make it 151 videos.
Oh my god, I quit. I'm never making another video.
You got to make 151 videos, bro. That'd be dope.
Okay, next question.
That'd be dope.
Blessing from OK Beast, also friend of the show. Go subscribe via Twitter at Blessing Jr. I think his Twitter handle is. Predictions for what will be Game of the Year 2018. I think okay, there's one possibility as far as games that we know, that hard facts, these games are coming out this year, and that's Red Dead Redemption 2. Right now, that's front runner. That game's probably going to be Game of the Year, unless if Metroid Prime 4 comes out and that's as good as everybody wants it to be. I think that's a contender. I think if Pokemon comes out on Switch and that's as good as I want it to be, that's a definite contender. But as far as like what we know right now, Red Dead, what do you think?
Yeah, there's too many things that could easily go anyway. As far as that is concerned, it's honestly it's just way too early to even say. But yeah, no, I don't. Oh my god, yeah, I don't see Red Dead taking it. I think, yeah, I definitely see Pokemon taking it if all things, you know, come together as they should for this year. Definitely Pokemon, if they do it the way it's, you know, the way we detailed them on our channel.
So next question I'm going to ask from that guy Josh on our Discord. Go join it. Favorite game of all time? I think I probably said this somewhere, but Pokemon Heart Gold.
You did say that. I think we just said that.
It's the Pokemon game that I want in my life, but
I can't like number it down. Like I can't pin it down definitively. Like this is my favorite game of ever. You know, like 'cause I have so many games that I love. If I'd put a Star Fox game in there, I'd feel like, oh my god, was Melee, and I feel like, oh my god, where's Mario Sunshine? This is I honestly can't say. I have like a number of them that are like
Mario
these
Sunshine.
are like precious to me.
Sunshine's not even in my. I don't even think Mario Sunshine's in my top 10. Hot take.
Really?
Mario Sunshine's good. Yeah, it's good, but it's not in my top 10. It's like top 5. No, it's not even top 5 Mario games for me. We'll talk about that later. If you we can make that a video or something. I don't know, but I think I already did. I think I made top. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And it changed obviously since Mario Odyssey. So we'll get to that if you want to know. Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, but as far as the person who asked that question, who was that?
Which question? That guy Josh.
Yeah, that guy Josh. I'm sorry, but I mean, I honestly, bro, I can't answer that question, man. There's so many games that I love so much I can't pin it down. I'll give you. You know, I'll answer for you though. I'll give you an answer for you know. I'll say my favorite game in recent memory that I played right now to this date. I will say it's recent. Persona 5. I'll put that's my favorite game of last year, but overall I can't say.
Persona 5 is your favorite game of all time.
No, I said I can't say
Persona
of all time.
Persona 5 is your favorite game of all time.
Oh my god! All right, well, next question, because this guy right here. Next question.
Okay, so we'll skip that question.
Yeah, I don't have a definitive answer.
So Basic Mountain on the Discord. This is a question that you wanted to get to, so let's talk about it. What's your favorite video that you made in 2017 and why?
Easy. How Dragon Ball is the father of all action anime, or the whatever influence of all action anime. I just like how the video was researched. I like the presentation of it. As far as how I went about things, like just the certain edits, everything in that video it just came together well. Like going back and forth, and just like the way I described how essentially Dragon Ball coming up, and then what it did for Naruto and One Piece, and then what they're doing for the current generation of anime. I just like how that came together, and at the end, I think that's my, you know, even though it doesn't have the views to really, you know, doesn't have the views to it. I don't even think it's at 500 yet, but you know, it's definitely my favorite though of last year, bar none. But what about you?
My favorite video. Well, my favorite video of 2017 is probably this is the video. This is the Switch video. 2018. Can I even count that? Like,
it's definitely It's definitely the most successful. But as far as like the most like your personal favorite,
I would say probably the video that I'm most proud of. Even though I had some technical difficulties from time constraints, is the donkey video, the donkey response video, because it's just closer to like what I want our product to look like. It has on camera stuff. It has more like movement and like the motion graphics and stuff like that, and it's more involved editing wise. It's not just like gameplay and stuff like that cut up with some stuff animated onto the screen. And that was like one of the first, I think the first video that I was like, okay, I'm really gonna try to make like lengthy, like substantial content. That kind of going
back to the first question, the goal thing for definitely more on camera stuff. Definitely more on camera contact. Making that more of a thing. It's like, okay, this has to happen. Has to be a part of it. Definitely. But
So okay, I'll ask one more from Basic Mountain. What are we looking like on time? We're at like just
over an hour. Yeah.
So yeah, we can do. You want to do this question and then one more, or you want to do more than that?
Yeah, we can do this question, then one more question, and then we can just say the rest next time.
So favorite movie? We talked about the fact that we don't know.
Right.
last time we did this, and we decided that we were just going to talk about how good Your Name is. So that's what this topic is now. It's Your Name, the topic. Your name is good.
It's really good.
Being that the thing that really resonated with me is
should we put a spoiler warning in this, or are we gonna how we gonna do this?
Spoiler warning.
Cool.
So the thing that really resonated with me, and I think probably like I don't know if you had. I know you don't have the same feelings about your past experience as I do, because that didn't turn out the same way. But we both had experiences with long distance relationships,
right?
And this movie has a lot of like connections with that, you know?
Yeah.
Even though it's like even crazier and weirder than a long distance relationship.
Right.
Like not just far from each other, but they're like time wise away from each other.
Yeah.
I like how they played with like the trope, because like body swapping is a trope, and it's a typical thing of like, of course you would play with a rude, you know, like that sort of thing.
Right.
I like how they play with that, and they made it like almost impossible for them to like act like each other, you know, like it was always obvious. Usually the trope is like eventually you get used to being that person and it's not as obvious.
I agree with what you're saying as far as how the whole long distance thing came about, and like the whole trope of the body changing. This really did it well in a way that was like, they're getting to know each other, and what better way to get to know each other than actually being in this person's body and literally in this person's shoes, and it really just came together in a spectacular way. I like how I believe the creator, he makes a lot of these type of movies where it's like, or shows where it's like there's two love interests who can't be together due to certain circumstances. Right. Yeah, there's something holding them apart, kind of like the Romeo and Juliet of like Shakespeare or something like that. There's something like, and it just came together really well in this anime. And it just if you haven't seen it, watch it, because it's freaking great.
Yeah, definitely watch it. It's a great. I tried to get my brother Sam, you know him, to watch this. And he's being typical Sam. And I mean, you do the same thing of I give a recommendation, and it's like, I give good recommendations. Yeah. But he just was like, you know, I don't think I'll like it. But I'm like, I know that you'll like it. I wouldn't tell you to watch something that I don't think you'll like. And I know what you like. Because there's never been a time where I'm like, play this, watch this, do this. And you're like, that sucked, you know? Like, I can't think of one time.
You know how I knew it was like a masterpiece? At the end, I didn't know how to feel about it, so I had to watch it again. I was like, I watched it. I was like, I don't know how to feel about that, because like, I was like, I mean, I didn't think it was bad or anything. I was kind of like speechless, but I was like, it was like a brain fart.
What just happened?
What just happened? I was like, I gotta watch that over. So I watched it over. I was like, this is great.
I mean, watching it again, I feel like it's kind of necessary.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like you piece it together in a different way. Like they throw different, like they kind of spoil it. You know, like they kind of spoil the fact that like a lot of stuff that happens in the beginning of the movie, but you don't know because you don't know what happens.
Exactly.
They do the hangover thing, obviously. Yeah. But like there's a lot of stuff that you clue into when you know what the twist is. And that was a cool way to watch that movie. So Your Name, the topic is a wrap. The conclusion is go watch it and go watch it again.
Go watch it, and you know, after you watch it, send us a thank you tweet or join the Discord and thank us personally for that recommendation, because it's freaking amazing.
Thank you. Subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, get get two people to also subscribe.
Truth. Share the love. Truth.
Okay. Let's see. What's the last question I want to ask?
Yeah, we can do one more. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask. I gotta find a good one. I'm gonna ask a Tommy Rojas question because he sent us a lot of questions.
Tommy Rojas,
and be aware, like just like last time, any questions we don't get to this time, we'll get to eventually. We just want to like spread the love and ask as many people's questions as possible, because I could have just ran down the list and asked one person's question, and that would have been just like their segment. But I don't want to do that. So we're alternating. So let's see what question going at. Which one? He asked a couple of good questions. Okay, so I'll just ask his first one. We'll run down his list throughout the weeks. The future of games and game makers, including both big corporations and also small indie devs. Where do you think they're going to go?
This is it's a really good question. What's your take on this? Yeah. You give me your take on this.
I think that most of the big corporations are just going to keep chasing the dragon, like EA and like Ubisoft and all that stuff. Like whatever's the biggest thing, they're going to try to do that also. Like the fact that everybody's doing PUBG. Like, I need to have my battle royale game or whatever like that. That's not going to change. I think that there's going to be a continued push for even the big corporations to make smaller games, because there has shown to be like a lot of like good benefits to that, because like a game like Stardew Valley sold like 20 million units or something crazy like that. So I think that's another side of that token. Like there's going to be a lot of like big budget like cookie cutter games, but also they're going to try to make smaller like new like groundbreaking stuff. So I guess it'll even out.
Yeah, I think like adding on to that point, which is kind of like an alley, but it's kind of why I wanted you to go for a second. Like okay, like I see what you're taking it. I think we're seeing a point, like things are shifting to a point where like from up to this point, it was kind of thing was like, okay, we're graphically improving, things are making, think this is happening, and now we're getting to a point where it's like the indies are now like these are starting to become more starting to gain notoriety, and like I think we're gonna see a lot more of these type of like the Stardew Valleys, like the Shovel Knights, like we're gonna start seeing more of this. It's gonna just I think these two things are going to like snowball. But yeah, you're right. I definitely do see the big corporations continuing to whatever's popular. Like, whatever. Just.
And I think the small indies, like, or just indies in general, like the thing about indies is like it seems like they're going through generations, but like the alternate reality generation, like what if SNES could do this? Like they're doing that. So as time moves on, they'll improve their games more and more and more. And it's like people that grew up with Xbox and then Xbox 360 and then Xbox One, like they'll make that generation of games, but it'll be better because the tools that we have now are better and cheaper than they were then. So it takes less and less time and money and resources and people to make a game like that. So they can make a game like those and improve on what they did wrong. Also because they have the hindsight of like, okay, but what mechanic was bad in this?
Yeah,
and they tried it.
And you get so many good like classic, like instant classics that way. Like things like Cuphead or something like that. You get things like that, like that just work. And it just come out being really, really, really good. Like you said, we have this new technology and makes it a lot easier in order to do these things and take this step. And I think we're just in a really good spot. I think things are. I like how gaming is moving. I like how it's like it's progression, but in a regressive way. It's weird. It's like it's in a reverse way, but it's cool.
Cyclical. It's cyclical. It's like everything is progressing, and then it circles back on itself and improves on what was bad the first time, or went wrong the first time, or whatever. Or in some cases, they missed the mark on what made it good, and they make it bad in the process. But more often than not, they circle back on stuff and they improve upon like a formula. Like if Shovel Knight Shovel Knight would easily be the best NES or SNES game, like that sort of thing.
And I think really what it speaks to is just like your idea of what the norm is for a game, like shatter that, because like there is no norm. Like whatever, like anything can come and just be like, especially in this day and age, anything can come out and just can take the world over. Like we see like Shovel Knight, like Cuphead, like these games that are like you wouldn't expect to garner the attention that they have. And
yeah,
they have, you know, it's like
5 years ago, people were like, "Oh, that's a downloadable game. That's an indie game," like that whole thing. And now it's like people don't even really make that distinction most times, where they're like, "Oh, this is a indie dev," you know, like
yeah, like
every like I said, we get sent a lot of indie codes and stuff like that. I don't sit there and be like, "Oh, this is an indie game." I'm like, "Oh man, cool, I got a game," and I get like they want to hear my opinion on this.
Yeah, like you think you think I would have played an indie. Like I was one of the people. I'm not saying I was like trashing them or anything. I just didn't really play indies. Like you think I would have played Cuphead 5 years ago? Like no, like now it's like
I don't think you. Yeah, exactly. I think you were in that boat.
Yeah. Like now I'm just like I would have missed out on something great right there. So it's like you know, but yeah, I like the way indies are doing things, and they will continue to prosper. They continue to do so, and like you said, the big corporations will continue to chase them because like it's all about money, like, you know. So.
Exactly. So that's the end of this topic, and also the podcast. Logan, you do the thing.
Check us out here every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time for these podcasts, and just share it with everybody, and just leave questions so we can come back next week and answer them for you. Be sure to check in every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time for new videos, and Saturday as well. And thanks, guys.
Okay. Bye.